Jaelen Strong is
the guru and the guy.
I'm a threat.
And now, the Guru and the Guy podcast.
Yes, we are here. Welcome to the Guru and the Guy. I am Jesse Burke, the guy. He is Jaelen Strong, the guru. And you are stuck with us this entire NFL season. We'll be bringing you guys weekly action, covering the games, covering some concepts that the guru wants to talk about, but more importantly, chopping up with yours truly. That is the Guru and the Guy. But first, Jaelen, what's going on, bro?
What's up, man? Glad we finally put this together, put everything in motion, and now we're here and, get to hear what we think about things and what are important to players from my perspective as a former player in the NFL and how they, operate on a daily basis. And also, just here to give my opinions and on what's up next this season.
Yeah, and getting right to it, man. This week, directly this week, we got week one and game one between the reigning champs of the LA Rams hosting the Buffalo Bills in what is the NFL kickoff game, which would be Thursday night. And then we'll cover the full slate of week one matchups as everyone's super excited. I know I am. I got to pay my NFL Sunday ticket package, which they're coming after me hard for that. So hold on, we'll get to it. But yeah, man, obviously there was a full off season of the 2021 season. We saw the parade with the Rams and, the jokes left and right. But yeah, kind of recapping last year, man, pretty, streamlined season. Yep. The expectations were high for the Rams and it looks like they conquered them.
Yeah, definitely. I think that it'll be an interesting season this year, seeing them go at it again with the same team, essentially, and then adding some key components. My favorite add to the team is Allen Robinson. He's, I believe, one of the best receivers in the NFL. I think he's a top 5 wide receiver. I just feel like he just has not had the luck of having a okay quarterback. He was in Jacksonville and then ended up in Chicago, and I believe that with him on the other side of Cooper Kupp, they will be very dangerous, and I would not be surprised if I see them back in the Super Bowl this year.
And it's a little bit of dramatics. There was Von Miller, who was on the Rams, helped them win a Super Bowl last year. Now he's on the Buffalo side of things.
Yeah, I think he's like he figured it out, like how to get to the Super Bowl. So I'm definitely heavy on the Bills and the Rams for a 2023 Super Bowl here in Phoenix, Arizona.
So maybe a little bit of a preview, a little foreshadow. Week one's a foreshadow. All right.
That's exactly what it is. It's going to be a foreshadow.
There was it was impressive about how Stafford played his whole career in Detroit and never won a playoff game. There was a controversial playoff game when Dallas, that's neither here or there. Then goes to the Rams and then just surpasses the mountain.
Kills it.
Granted, got Odell Beckham halfway or towards the end of the season, which was very helpful. Helped them get a Super Bowl ring, and then, like you said, Cooper Kupp's been paid, so he's been fed. So there's no reason why they can't at least make a stab at a repeat.
I mean, they got, a dominant defense. It's everything lines up for them, but this is the NFL, and, you play 32, it's only 32 teams in the NFL, so you're going to play a couple teams 2 times, maybe 3 times. So, and then not only that, it's a small league, so the GMs and all those scouts, they all, they might have played the Titans last week, but, they were playing the Colts this week. So, you got some scouts that's going to reach out to the Titans scouts just to anything to get an advantage. Each week is a new week in the NFL. It's not like, I'm thinking about week 12 during week 2. No, you're thinking about week 2 and week 2. And then you're thinking about week 3 and week 3. So, with that being said, I feel like the Rams and the Bills are, fitting for a Super Bowl matchup after this season,
which is definitely a bold statement. Week one, the Super Bowl is not for months for now. It feels like the football season as long as it can be, but we love it. But also the idea of good on the NFL giving us a good game like this week 1. I knew a couple years back they used to do the Super Bowl like rematch. They used to just straight up like I remember when it was Seahawks and Broncos. That first game was Broncos and Seahawks or whatever. Now they're kind of laying off and teasing us a little bit, giving the Super Bowl champs and then another contender. But yeah, I mean we'll get to that. But touching on some other teams, man, from last year. Yeah. Keeping it local. Jaelen and I are from the East Coast, so NFC East is our backyard, if you will. The Giants, man, horrible season last year, 4-13. The jokes were never ending. I
mean, Daniel Jones has got to improve. He's got to improve. He has to be more vocal. He has to be more of a leader. He just has to. Defense wins championships, and the Giants' defense is pretty put together. So they just need a leader on offense, and I think that that would be that's where it starts.
Yeah, I agree with you there. No argument. The Eagles fleecing themselves with trades, and I don't know how they become the beneficiary of all these trades, but saucing up their defense. They finished last year 9-8. I know Hurts was ailing a little bit of an injury towards the end of the season, and now that's kind of been the focus.
The Eagles are scary.
Very.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm from Philly. I'm not even an Eagles fan, but they're pretty scary. They got a running quarterback who's like elite at running the ball. They brought in A.J. Brown. They brought in James Bradbury on the defensive side of the ball. They drafted a Jordan Davis. Then they got Dean. They just went ham this year, and I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty shook. I'm like only shook because I want Hurts to be so successful, but something in me I can't put all my chips on Hurts right now, but I want him to be so successful, and I believe that if he just has a year where he takes care of the football, he has to win the turnover ratio every week. If he does that, the Eagles, they have a chance to go back and storm City Hall like they did a few years ago.
So a little bit of a name change. The Washington Commanders came through as the Washington football team, which is still my favorite. I think that's cool. Unique. They finished last year 7-10. A little bit of a debacle with what was his name? Not Trevor. It was Tyler. Or
Taylor Heineke.
Taylor Heineke. I'm sorry.
Taylor Heineke. Come on, man.
Better name for a beer, Heineke.
Yeah.
But I mean, the impressive Thursday night victory.
I don't think they did right by him. I don't think they did right by Taylor Heineke. I think he showed year after year. The first year they played, I think came in and they played the Bucks. He almost brought them a win that game. And last year, he just his energy, his tenacity, like he's a guy you want in your locker room. And I feel like the way that Washington handled that situation, it was not good. They should have at least helped him and put him in a situation where he could succeed. That wasn't good. And I honestly think that I'm a big follower of karma. So when they do things like that, I think that the Washington Commanders might win 3 games this year. I'm not even.
Chase Young did re-aggravate his ACL, so that's going to be a big absence if he's not able to go week 1.
You could count on Wentz to turn the ball over. So when Wentz turned the ball over, every time he turns the ball over, I think it's like 70% chance he loses the game. So he's going to turn the ball over for sure.
And Washington's known for kind of having their, I call it the redemption quarterback. They had McNabb after he was beyond his prime. They got Kirk, and they didn't know when to let go of him. And now they got Carson Wentz, who is damaged goods. And then, hate to admit it, Cowboys, they won the division last year. Strong season, 12-5.
Mm-hmm. Cowboys, no Amari Cooper. That's gonna hurt. I'm a big Amari Cooper guy. We came out in the same draft, so I got to really see him go to work, and everything he does is professional. His routes are impeccable. So the Cowboys turning that page on Amari Cooper, they're going to feel that this year. Guaranteed. CD is going to get more attention, and a lot of CD guys who may have a different opinion, but you got to understand the game now. Their number one receiver wasn't Amari Cooper. He was getting clouded. He was getting, double covered. They made sure to take him out the game in certain situations. So CD could run, free in the middle of the field and do everything he does. Now, this year, we will definitely get to see CD in that number one spot, and I'm looking forward to it.
So then staying in the NFC but heading west, the Rams, obviously Super Bowl champions, took care of it. They locked in the West, finishing last year 12-5, followed by the Cardinals at 11-6. I know you have a close friend on the team, D-Hop.
Yep.
Currently facing some sort of suspension, not
free D-Hop.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I feel.
No opinions, just facts.
I feel like, hey, free D-Hop.
Free D-Hop. I'm with it.
It's not that man didn't do anything wrong. He didn't test positive, nothing. They couldn't find it, so they have to say he failed it. Mm-hmm. It's not. It's
political,
D-Hop.
Baby. That's what he's saying.
Free D-Hop, and you guys will see.
I will say the Cards, drippy, new black helmets, looking fresh. They got J.J. Watt revamped, ready to prove them why we're just better.
I'm gonna tell you though, if Kyler has not improved, it's ugly for the Cardinals. And I'm out here and I want them to succeed. But if Kyler has not improved, it's ugly for the Cardinals. It's no more excuses now. Your number one pick, you're here to win a Super Bowl, and that's what you do. Kyler, you've won Super Bowl. I mean, you won championships since you were a kid. You won the championship at every level. So I know, that it's in you to win a championship. But this is the NFL, and if you kind of don't see anything right now, when will we?
Yeah, and the last two Super Bowl winners have been in their own stadium. So, like you just alluded to, the Super Bowl is in Phoenix this year. So, third time's a charm. Kyler could bring home the Super Bowl in.
No, bro.
Hey.
Listen.
He's not
Listen, bro.
He's not running with the odds here.
Listen, bro. I'm going to just be real. Rams repeat? No, they won't repeat.
He's saying, yo, forget other 16 weeks. We got it right now.
Yeah, Rams won't repeat. I think Bills is their year. But let's stay on topic.
Yeah.
NFC West.
49ers. You were talking about Trey Lance is the guy.
Trey Lance is the guy. Trey Lance is the guy. Now,
Garoppolo got beat out for his spot.
The way people were raving over Deshaun a few years ago, I think they'll do that this year with Trey Lance, and his number one guy forks up Brandon Ayuk. Yes, sir.
That's right. B2.
Yep.
All right, cool. Seahawks, man. Obviously a big face.
Gone.
No longer in that place.
The face. The face of the Seahawks.
The Hawk has left the nest, if you will.
Yeah. Unless y'all got a Matt Hasselbeck or something coming in.
Yeah, Russ Wilson, man. So who they got? Drew Lock back there. And
I think this would be
Geno Smith.
I think this would be DK Metcalf's best season.
With a lacking quarterback?
Yes. I think they'll have no choice but to throw it to DK and force him. And I think DK will I think he has improved since he's came in the league. Each year he just gets better and better, like tremendously. So I think that if you can't stop a guy, you got to put the ball in his hands, and I think they'll do that. And I think that DK, he did what he did what he should have done the last 2 years with the Russell Wilson. The challenge now is that people may think that he'll fall off, and I know a guy like him that's an underdog, and he's gonna show people and prove them wrong. So I'm excited to see that.
I definitely am with his diet. I don't know if you've heard him, but he says he eats 5 bags of candy a day. I'm with it. So,
no way, 5 bags,
4 to 5 bags of candy and 1 coffee. I'll show you the clip.
Who?
DK Metcalf, and he's got 9-pack abs. Sticking in the NFC North.
9-pack. So is
man's shredded beyond belief.
Is there like 2?
He's got one up here. It's just like an ab chilling, bro.
2. And then 1?
Bro, he did an interview with his shirt off, bro. It was impressive. Gutsy.
This man, hey.
He really had his chest out. They say that metaphorically.
DK, don't do no interviews with us with your shirt off.
Yeah, we need the shirts on. But the pacifier is dope. The mouthpiece pacifier, I'm with it.
That's definitely dope.
It's drippy. All right, NFC North, man. This one has been a polarizing player. politically, outside of football, but we're keeping it within football. And he's a dog. Aaron Rodgers, great quarterback, can't front. 13-4 last year. There was all the, agreed upon this is his last year. Then boom, pulls the wool over our eyes, signs a 3-year contract. So joke was on us.
A-Rod took the house, man.
Yeah, I mean, pay the man. Why not?
They're going they pay the man, and y'all going to pay for it.
I agree.
You will see,
and that's why they couldn't afford Devontae Adams.
Hey, Packers will be the Packers, man. They're going to be exciting through the regular season, and then they're going to get to the playoffs, man.
Bounced.
And they're going to get upset by it's the Packers going to be the Packers, and when you have a guy like Aaron Rodgers now. Aaron Rodgers is one of my favorite quarterbacks. When you have a guy like him, though, that is in control, basically doesn't really care to win. I mean, he's done everything. He won Super Bowl. He won MVP. He got paid multiple times. Why would he care to change? Or it's not hurting him. It's you know what I mean. So I don't think that the Packers will be. And I'm not saying he doesn't care to win. He's a competitor. Every competitor wants to win. I'm just saying that he put a lot of things before, put the carriage before the horse. You know what I'm saying? And now they're going to be backpedaling to try to fix that Devontae Adams move. And, Lazard is not a number one receiver. I'm sorry. And he's a great receiver, but he's not your number one receiver. You can't expect him to give you number one play all year.
Or fill Devontae's shoes.
Oh, we know that. No, we know that. And then you got the Vikings. They're like the same old Vikings every year. It's like the same thing with them.
Rinse and repeat. But
every year.
I'm not sold on Kirk Cousins. They love the guy. I'm just not sold on him, man. But I will say
who has the Vikings had as a quarterback though?
Dante Culpepper.
Yeah.
Randall Cunningham.
Yeah. How many years ago?
Dogs. When the NFL.
How many years ago?
Many years ago.
How many? I think I might have been 20 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, loyalty can hurt you sometimes. They've been stuck to these mediocre quarterbacks.
That's what I'm saying. No, the Vikings, not it. Vikings, not it. The Bears. I think Justin has a breakout year, and they still miss the playoffs. Like, it's crazy, but I think he has a breakout year. I think Darnell Mooney is a great receiver. I think he's highly underrated, and I think that they have a connection right there, and I think that will be that connection right there would be one of the best connections in the NFL this season.
And I'm looking for a bounce back year from our guy, N'Keal Harry, out in Chi-Town.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he definitely is going to come back off that ankle very strong, and looking forward to that.
Hard Knocks team, so obviously the joke's on them. When you're on Hard Knocks, it's kind of like, They're the Lions, man. Yeah. They haven't really been anything since Barry Sanders, and even then wasn't.
They do have the best two-way back in the NFL. They have the best two-way back. They have DeAndre Swift. He's the best. He could do it all. You could line him up in the slot. You could line him up in the backfield, put him out wide, send him in motion, reverses, catch out the backfield. Anything you want him to do, he could do. He's the best two-way back in the NFL, and I think that they should lean on him. They should build that offense around him, and if they want some success. They also have Jamal Williams. He came over from Green Bay. He's a dog too. So when you have those two type running backs, you have to, run the ball to win the game. Like, you're not going to win the game without running the ball. So you have to run the ball, put the ball in their hands. They should have at least 20 touches a game combined. So with that being said, if they do that, I think, things may change. But if not, then no. They got a good quarterback. He's not terrible. And they have some receivers. And they have a great tight end. So they can definitely win some games. I'm looking forward to that matchup against the Eagles.
Yeah. And then last team in the NFC, or last division, the South, the Bucks, man. Ageless Brady, 45 years old, starting.
Stem cell Brady.
His 21st season.
Stem cell Brady.
Jokes are enough. He said he was with the wife and kids for like 2 weeks and said, I got to get back to training camp.
Yeah.
So I'm all for that. They left last year 13-4. There was talks about Brady retiring. I fell victim of it. I even made a Facebook post. Said, oh, my God, I can't believe he's done. And then I got. Saints, man, bolstered new defensive.
Saints are going deep.
Honey Badger got a new leader out there.
Saints are going deep. They're going real deep. Pause that, though.
Falcons. It's good to see Mariota's got a chance. Is he going to be the guy? He's been slinging that thing in preseason. I know preseason.
Mariota is the guy. Mariota is the guy.
I like him.
Guy. They got, some good receiver. They got Kyle Pitts. Mariota's the guy. That week 1 matchup is going to be fun too. The Falcons and Saints. Mariota's the guy.
Good division rival. And then new face and new place. Swagger B, Baker Mayfield is
shake and bake. You feel me?
Is going to the Panthers to play his old boo in the Cleveland. I was going to say Cavaliers in the Cleveland Browns week 1 in Carolina though, so it's not going to be as dramatic.
Everybody need to tune into that. I'm telling you, I know Bake Bake is going to perform that week. I'm telling you.
So then switching over to the AFC side of things, keeping it in the East, the Dolphins, man, got a new set of hands, if you will.
Set of legs.
Got the whole package too.
They got a whole set of legs.
Finishing last year 9-8. They got Jalen Waddle on the other side of things too. So options are open in Miami.
Yeah, they both
water's
fast.
warm, if you
both
will.
Can run.
Bills, Jalen's, top.
My Super Bowl pick.
Super Bowl pick in week 1, not even week 1. He's talking about they're doing the thing.
This is my Super Bowl pick. Right
11-6 last year. We'll see them Thursday night against the Rams. And then Pats, 10-7 last year.
They brought in Devontae Parker.
D Park, former Dolphin.
Yeah.
So
they see each other week 1, 2. So
yeah,
it's a lot of old faces being seen,
Old faces, old places.
Yep.
And then getting to it, man, AFC West. Patty Mahomes.
Hey, man, don't forget about my Jets. Sauce.
Hey, that's my fault because I'm a bias. That was my fan. I'm a Giants fan. I'm out here signing a petition to get rid of the Jets.
Hey, that's exactly what happens to y'all. They forget about y'all. Y'all gotta win some games.
Hey,
man.
It flew over
win some games.
Like Jets, bro.
He just forgot about y'all.
And we share a stadium.
I couldn't wait to talk about Sauce Gardner.
I will say, hey, the Jets, Sauce Gardner, Saucy. Preseason stats, hasn't give up a catch.
Ain't even throw his way, man.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to see what the first pass thrown his way look like. If it go to the other way, oh man. I like Sauce though. I like he's tall, linky. That's what we don't like. We don't want to go against those guys. We don't want to.
Well, I've Jets, I apologize, but like he said, win some games, maybe I'll remember you. Chiefs, getting that back to the AFC West. Chiefs, Patty Mahomes. The pressure's always on him, but from a what's that?
If the line has not improved, the Chiefs are going 9-8. 9-8.
Juju Smith-Schuster over there, and departure of Tyreek Hill. So new assignment, but he knows what he's getting at Tyreek. At Juju.
The Chiefs they line, man. They got too good of a running back and Clyde Edwards-Helaire and a quarterback. Like why wouldn't you want to protect a guy like Pat, my homeboy? You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you want to?
I know his brother gets him in enough trouble, but that's off the field. Chargers, 9-8 last year. You were talking about a new defensive line.
Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa.
How you doing? Bosa donuts, if you will.
It's going crazy.
Going nuts on both sides of the ball. Both sides of the field, they're going nuts. I like Keenan Allen, receiver. Clean routes. Pac-12 guy.
Yeah.
With it. Broncos. We got a new quarterback in the space. His name is Dangerous.
Russ
Wilson,
That's
man.
Right.
Quarterbacks go to Denver and they finish their season. They finish their careers. John Elway, Peyton Manning.
Let's ride.
And now, will Russ have a shot to redeem himself as he goes into Seattle week 1?
Let's ride.
NFL knew what they was doing, man. Mr. Unlimited, if you will. But, so 7-10, they're trying to turn things around this year as they're at the bottom of the division, trying to turn things up to the top. And then the North, man, the Bengals. Not to age myself, when I came up, the Bengals were a joke. And the fact that now...
It was a joke 2 years ago.
time flies. But these guys are now in the playoffs. They're, Super Bowl contenders last year. They lost by 3 points.
And they will not get anywhere. They will not sniff a Super Bowl this year. They won't sniff a Super Bowl. They won't even.
He's talking slump.
Super slump.
The super slump. Slumped over to the max.
I don't think they. See, I don't think they going. I don't think they. It might not even win the division. I like the Ravens.
You like the Ravens. Steelers are coming in hot. Last year, 9-7-1. They did tie with the Lions. Steelers, the quarterback controversy. You know who they have at number 1? Mitch Trubisky. Number 2, they have at Mason Rudolph. And then on the 3rd, they have Kenny Pickett as their draft pick. So not very surprised on my end. I thought Pickett would be 1, or if not, Mason 2.
Well, you got Mike Tomlin. He's an old school guy. He's gonna, he cares about the players. He's not one of those guys that I'm gonna throw you in the fire and ruin your career. Nah, you're gonna develop the way you're supposed to develop, and we're gonna get you right. That's what he does. He's
gonna throw Mitch in the fire because Mitch has already felt it.
Yeah, well. He's been there.
Yeah, but I will give you, if there's a team that can rebound his career.
Mitch got drafted before everybody, right?
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes. Or
and
before Deshaun Watson. Yeah, hey.
And Pat Mahomes.
Maybe he's a late bloomer. They saw something we didn't.
No.
And then last but not least, AFC South, man. We talked about it week 1 with Titans and Giants. Titans, man, they got King Henry back there. The departure of A.J. Brown. What do you think their focus is going to be this year?
Titans?
Yeah.
Defense. Their defense is crazy. Shane is their D coordinator. He was with us in Houston. And when he was with us in Houston, he was like just a guy on the staff, but he was smart, always smart. He used to get the scout team together and put all that stuff right. So I always knew he had a great career in coaching. But he's going to be the key to the Titans, that defensive coordinator, Shane. Because we know they're going to run the ball.
Yeah.
No one's going to stop their run. But they can't get the ball. They can't just not get the ball back to the offense. The Titans got to control the time of possession all year, and they'll be where they want to be.
And then Colts, man, 9-8, like you alluded to. Matty Ice.
Veteran
presence.
Ice.
Older head, but he's been in the Super Bowl. He's been in the playoffs.
They're going to be scary. They're going to be
Veteran
scary.
leadership is good and needed.
Colts going to be scary.
I think Colts will be in the mix.
They got a defense. They're going to be scary.
The team that I don't think is so scary in this division, though, are the bottom 2 teams. That's the Texans and the Jags. Both teams combined for 7 wins last year. The Texans, they got a quarterback that Davis Mills, and then possibly sharing reps with they got Brian Hoyer, I think, is coming back, and then
Brian Hoyer coming back to the Texans?
Possibly.
He was there with me.
But right now it's going to be Davis Mills.
Hey, Hoy, come on, bro. Come on over here, bro.
Hey, man.
Come on, Hoy.
And then the Jags, Trevor Lawrence, bro, unstoppable in college, in the pros. It's the Jags, You
see, I see. That's his opinion. That's his opinion. Me, I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have a crazy year this year. I think Christian Kirk probably going to have 1,200, 1,300 yards. People doubting him.
Local kid out of AZ.
I'm telling you, I really believe the Jags are going to go to the wild card this year. That's it. I'm not putting anything past that. They're going to go to the wild card this year, and Trevor Lawrence is going to lead them there, and Trevor Lawrence is going to the Pro Bowl too.
Wow. Bold statements from the guru. We're in week 1, and this guy's already calling. Yeah. He's making definitive statements to the point where we're going to have to check receipts towards the end of the year. But that was last year, man. I'm looking forward to getting to this year as the season's here.
If you're looking for some stylish urban underwear, you should check out Ethica. Ethica.com. They'll have everything you need from socks, underwear, undershirts, and even some accessories. They also have things for women and kids as well. Check them out, Ethica.com. Hey, welcome to Guru's Corner. And this week, we're going to be discussing the Guru's players to watch in 2022. So at quarterback, I'm leaning towards Trevor Lawrence, the second-year guys, Trevor Lawrence and Trey Lance. I believe those guys are going to have tremendous years, breakout years. I think Trevor Lawrence will lead the Jaguars to the playoffs, and I think Trey Lance will lead the 49ers to the playoffs. At running back, we got this rookie in Houston going crazy, Damian Pierce. I'm excited to see, how Houston utilizes him. And, Houston is always been one of those places where they like to establish a run, so I'm excited to see how they use him. And also DeAndre Swift, I mentioned him as well, and Alvin Kamara. Those guys, I believe, are the best two-way backs in the NFL. I believe right behind them is Jones from the Packers, but those guys get it done, and I'm rocking with those guys this year. Wide receiver, my guy, one of my favorite players in the NFL, Allen Robinson. Keep your eyes on him this year. He's hungry. He wants to win bad. He never had this luxury of a quarterback in Matt Stafford. I believe he'll finish in the top 5 receiving, if not top 3. Also, Brandon Ayuk. I mentioned Trey Lance earlier. Brandon Ayuk is going to explode this year. Super fast. He's got the confidence down now. This is his year, and we could see that there was something with him and Garoppolo. Lance is his guy. He's excited. He's happy, and this is going to be a great year for him. Also, watch Allen Lazard in Green Bay. I don't think he's a number 1 type receiver, but he has the ability to put up number 1 numbers when you have a guy like Aaron Rodgers. So that'll be very, very interesting to watch. I'm looking forward to that too. Tight end. My tight end to watch, man. I don't think anyone could guess this one, but Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely from Coastal Carolina. He's been dominating every week in camp, every preseason game. I watched him have almost 100 yards in 2 quarters in Arizona. I believe that he's going to be Lamar Jackson's go-to guy towards the middle of the year, end of the year. And then you go a few hours north to Philadelphia, and you got Dallas Goedert. He's great. He's an awesome tight end. I think that him having Zach Ertz in front of him for a couple years kind of molded him into being that great tight end that he will be in the future. And Jalen Hurts, I can't wait to see what he does with that luxury at tight end right there. Now we're going to switch to the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to start with the DBs. At cornerback, I can't wait to watch Sauce Gardner. I think we all on the same page with that. And then go to Seattle. They got another tall kid in Tyreek Woolen, and I can't wait to watch him either. He's been giving DK fits at practice on the back shoulders, all types of things. And if he's giving DK fits, then we could best believe he's going to give everybody in the NFL some fits. Safety, my guy right here in AZ, I played against him in college when I went to Arizona State. He was at Washington, Budda Baker. He's a dog. He can read he could read offenses, read keys, and things like that so fast that puts him in a great advantage. And when you have a guy like that, you cut some slack on other players in your defense. And somebody like him is completely opposite from my other safety that I mentioned, but they get the job done the same way. Jordan Poyer is my other safety. He is all over the field. He's a ball hawk. He's a tackle machine. He will be a key component to my opinion of the Bills winning the Super Bowl in 2023 of next year. So that's safety. Linebacker, we're going to go with Micah Parsons in Dallas. He's a dog. That goes without saying. I don't think I need to really say much about him. And then I'm going to go with my guy Ziggy, my guy Zaire Franklin in Indianapolis. He's been one of those grinded out guys, just grinding, earning everything, grinding. And now he's playing on the other side of Shaquille Leonard. And I can't wait to see what Zaire does. He has a big role on the special teams, and he's a leader in that defense. And I know him and Matt Ryan will share that Philly connection well. Now, my D-line, so a few D-lines that are going to be huge this year. The Raiders and the Chargers are in the same division. So those two D-lines I will be watching. I believe that whatever D-line performs the best out of that division will take the crown in that division. And then O-line, like I said, who's been very scary, the Eagles are very scary. Their O-line is at the point now where I believe that it's gelled and they brought the right pieces in and got rid of the pieces that they've been holding on for too long, and then they got some dogs, and then you bring everything around in the one, you have a full machine. So those are my players to watch this season, 2022. See you next week in Guru's Corner. In the summertime, we all want to cool off. Check out So Icy. So Icy is a Philadelphia Italian water ice that will cool you off instantly. It's very delicious as well. It's vegan friendly, non-GMO, and it's dairy free. It's good, it's great, and it keep you cool. Visit our Instagram at so_icyaz or so_icydfw to check us out.
Super excited to have a special guest in the building, in another building, as I like to say, from the New York Football Giants linebacker, Jihad Ward. Welcome to the show, man.
Yo, what's going on, man? What's going on, y'all?
Super excited to have you on. I know Jaelen told you off camera and behind the scenes, a little biased. I'm a diehard New York Football Giants fan myself, fourth generation New Yorker. And, the water's warm. I'm super excited to have you on, man. This is the Guru and the Guy. I'm sure you're familiar with the concept and what we got going. But, yeah, just getting to it, man. The season's here, and you guys got a big task in week one going to Tennessee, man. So, I mean, I guess what do you got going to get prepared for week one, knowing that there's some big lights and big sights on you guys, because the Giants haven't had really the seasons to bring home, and I know you guys are turning that around. So, yeah, just bring me to week one, the preparation and the mindset.
Well, first off, we just got to, it's a big week, you know what I mean? The Titans is it's one of my rivalry games that I always go against, the Titans and stuff. The big thing we got to do is we got to stop the run. You know what I mean? You got a beast out there in the backfield, so we just got to take care of that, do what we got to do. We just got to have muscle memory, run to the ball and stuff like that, try to have strip attempts, do what we got to do as a defense. Just most things that we got to take care of is read our keys, just play our game. It's not about what they do, it's what we do. Just basically playing fundamental football, study the playbook, and, that's the that's the one thing we have to do, and basically just act like you've been here. This is a young team. The Giants is a young team, and I feel like we just got to have the culture back, So I hope that I'm one of the members to change that type of culture, and it'll be a good, memorable moment once this team gets changed,
Definitely. I know with the offseason departures of A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, who was there for a cup of coffee, is gone. Is there an expectation to be heavier on the run, which kind of, squares up the assignment a little bit? Or is it an open playbook and, no expectations and not trying to assume the most?
Don't go out there not guessing, just see a little, you see a little, you see a lot, you see nothing, what I mean by it is, just work on your techniques, work on your keys, don't see too much, so they're very good of play action, I would say, and long story short, they'll try to trick you with the run game, so I would just say just do you and just see a little, just learn on your fundamentals, and everything will be good on that note. Them guys, that's a great front. This is an offensive line, a defensive line game, and I would just say we just got to bring up the heat. you know what I mean, in the line of scrimmage. So
gonna be
I'm
in the
very excited
trenches.
for it. I love
Definitely.
playing against the Titans. It just give me back memories every time, man. So I'm just very excited.
Definitely. Hey, bro, so you being from Philly, you know, New York isn't that far. So tell me what it's like, you know, being in New York, you know, the small time that you've been there.
Oh man, it's very excited, man. Coming from New York, I went to JUCO New York. You know, Jaelen, he went to JUCO in Pierce. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
I didn't want to go that far. You know what I mean? Far away from Philly. So you know, I got a family and stuff. So I decided, you know, go to Globe Institute of Technology. You know what I mean? So when I went down there, you know, I just be back and forth, man. When I first went to New York, man, it was just amazing. You know, from Philadelphia, as a kid from Philadelphia, you really don't get out of the city like that.
Right.
It don't matter that you go to, it's just like, man, I'm
Right.
living a dream. I'm out of Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
So it's like it's just a dream come true just to get out of the state. And I just see nothing but TVs, big screens, you know what I mean? Shopping sprees, all this stuff, shopping mall, all that. It's just amazing out there. So I was just like, man, if this can help me do what I got to do, then I'm bound to do it just to get that D1 scholarship, you know what I mean? But back to New York, man, I just love playing home. When I was in B-More, you know what I mean, being a star of B-More, it was just like, it's just amazing coming back home and stuff, 2 hours.
Right,
I like
right there.
coming to New York and stuff like that. So it's a great feeling, man. It just give me JUCO all over again. So I'm just excited for New York, man. The rough times taking the bus, boat, and the train from traveling, you know what I mean? From the metro passes and stuff and hopping over trains and stuff. Everybody knows about Jihad Ward struggle.
For sure.
You know, all that stuff. I can laugh about all that stuff now because, like, you know, me and my JUCO teammates, we still talk about this till this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, every day we talk about what we going to do to eat and stuff like that, you know, transportation and stuff, you know, Parent Plus loans and stuff like that. But it's all funny now because we got a little money in our pocket now, so everything is
Definitely a grind.
So,
it's definitely a grind, bro.
I'm very excited on that one, though. But it just still give me tough times, and I still feel young when I come to the city of New York.
Right. So speaking on that, the you know, coming from where we come from and what you had to endure to get to where you at right now, what's like a personal objective that you want yourself to accomplish this season? Personal, you know, doesn't have to really be, you know, football related, but something that, you know, your fans, they could maybe relate to and look at you for some inspiration.
I want a ring, man. You know what I mean? It's year 7 for me. All the rest of this stuff, I want to be the best of the best. You know what I mean? All that stuff is going to come, but I really want to win. That's all I want to do, man. I'm a competitor. I just want to win games, man. Just keep going and stuff like that. So, you know, the stats and stuff like that, the goal is to, you know, we get a lot of sacks and a lot of tackles and stuff like that. But I am a team player, and I can't do it by myself. Longer, you know what I'm saying, as I go forward, it's not just about me. I'm a very ride or die type of player. You know what I mean? You ride for me, I'll ride for you. So it's just like, I want to feel that every time when I've been in the playoffs 5 times in my career, and I ain't never go past that second round. So it's just like, it really bothers me. So it's just like my personal situation that I got going on. I want to touch that Lombardi. You know what I mean? I want to touch that ring. So that's one of my personals that I'm really looking forward to getting. So.
Does it provide like a little bit of comfort knowing that the Giants have won 4 rings? They're
This a Giants fan, by the way.
they're you know they're a well organized franchise and well rounded. But no, for real, is there a little bit of a comfort knowing that, like, okay, this management, this franchise has done the thing I'm trying to do? And I mean, it's been a long time since 2011, but hey, I mean, is there that feeling of like you walk in the training facility, you see the trophies? Is that I mean, you still got to show out, you still got to do what you got to do, but is there a feeling of like, all right, I'm in better hands?
Yeah, I feel like, when I first go in there, I see the trophies and stuff like that. I just feel like, you know, most of the situation is you got to believe, you know what I mean? And whatever, any organization I come into, I have faith. You know what I mean? When I come to the Giants, you know, I believe we can do it. We have pieces. We have a lot of good players on this team. They just got to believe with themselves. you know? So it's definitely feeling the comfort where it's like we can change this stuff around and keep things going.
I think that team that won with Plaxico catching the game winner, I think they were 9-7 entering the playoffs.
A wild card. Yep.
Yeah. I think it might have been similar when they win again.
They were, like 10-6, not too far off.
Yeah.
Something similar.
Yeah.
The underdog the first time around, second time around.
No one thought they were going to win the Super Bowl that year. You know, no one probably thinks that the Giants will win this year. But, you know, we got guys like you in the locker room, guys like Lee. I know Leo very well. Guys like Leo, you know, got a good, you know, system up there now. A lot of things have been moved around. They're trying, you know, so I'm excited. You know, I'm excited for this week. I'm excited for week 1, man. I got one more question for you, you know, to end this thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to a steakhouse, my brother, what's a prime cut you throw down, bro?
Might have to say New York Strip.
Man, I've been prepped, it's kibibbles and all that stuff, but I'm from the hood, man. I like the poppy stores. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
That's, you know what I mean? I was born a poppy store. I'm a poppy baby. So it's like all the rest of the stuff.
Look, not the cheesesteak. When we go to a steakhouse, the prime restaurant, what you ordering? What's the meat, the cuts that you ordering?
New York.
The New York what?
New York Strip. That's what I'm saying. It's on brand, bro. You had to say it, bro.
The New York Strip.
But Hadi, I got you on the bodegas, bro. If you want turkey bacon, you got to go to Middle Eastern spot. If you want pork,
no, that's facts.
You got to go to a Spanish spot.
His name Jihad. His name Jihad.
There you go, bro. You already know.
You know he ain't getting no pork.
Oh yeah, so strictly the turkey bacon bodegas, bro.
Yeah, that's it. The turkey bacon. Hey, send them the
links. I got you, bro.
Yeah, the links to the turkey bacon, egg, and cheese.
Coming.
I got you, man. Nah, I'm super excited. Thanks for coming on the show, man. Sounds like you and Jaelen have had history well beyond the football field, and
that's my brother.
I love that proximity, East Coast to the fullest. Is anything last thing you want to let the fans know or the world?
What'd you say, bro?
The fans just tell them I said I got nothing but love for them, and Giants fans, go Big Blue, and you know, I'm excited for this season, and I can't wait. And it's time to believe, man. I would say it's time to believe, and let's change this thing around, man.
I'm calling it right now. You're going to have 9.5 sacks this year.
That's the
over-under.
9.5.
I'm going to give you 10.
You taking the over?
I'm taking over.
Okay, bet. He taking over.
But my mindset, you know, I'm a falling forward type guy, so the goal is to get like 2 sacks a game. That's the goal.
High bar.
2 sacks a game? 2 sacks a game? Hey, listen, you get 2 sacks a game, bro.
Everywhere, though.
You get 2 sacks a game. This gonna be. We're gonna remember this. They're gonna use this clip for the defensive player of the year.
No, but that's the mindset. But even though if I don't get that, it's still falling forward. But I'm just trying to be. My main joint is be dominant defensive end, Sam linebacker, outside linebacker, nose tackle. I play everywhere. I'm the most versatile player. You know that. I play everywhere. So it's like I just want to be dominant in all my positions. That's all.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Kings, man. Shout out to Kings. Yeah. Let's go. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate having the time to come on our show. It's our first show, but, you know, we feel like we've been around thanks to you, man. You came on here, just made us feel comfortable. We appreciate that. Can't wait to see what you do this weekend in Tennessee. To everybody, we said, you know, big ups to them, and then it's over with. You know, it's curtains from here, brother.
And I don't have a problem being biased, so I can say go Giants, bro.
Yeah.
Go Giants. I appreciate y'all.
Thanks, man.
All right, bro. Take care. If you ever want to look appealing, look luxurious, driving style, come to Royal Rentals. We got everything you need, from R8s to Range Rovers to G-Wagons to Lamborghinis. Anything you need, we got for you. Head over to royalrentals.io to check us out right now.
Welcome to the Guru and the Guys weekly pick'em. It's where we find out where the guru lies on his predictions and where the guy comes down if I'm right or wrong. Full slate of football this weekend. Super excited. The preseason is done. We are here in the season. Starting off with the kickoff game, Bills and Rams. I think we've already alluded to who your pick is, but let's start with me. You know, Rams Super Bowl champions coming back with a chip on their shoulder, pun intended. I'm going with Rams, starting off the season where they left off last year.
I'm going with the Bills. I'm going with them all the way too. Just so y'all know, I'm gonna remind y'all every week. So we got Saints and Falcons. I'm willing to say that the Saints will come out on top in that one. I like that they added some guys over there, but I don't think the Falcons. They're pretty new. They're not ready for the Saints yet.
So you're going with Saints?
Saints.
All right. I'm going to be the devil's advocate. I'm going to go with Falcons on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Then we talked about this rematch or, you know, the old boo coming into the new place. Baker Mayfield playing his old team. Browns and Panthers. Man, what do you got?
Panthers. Baker Mayfield, 345 yards passing.
Whoa, to be exact.
345 yards passing, 4 passing touchdowns.
I have to agree with you there. I am not big on the Browns. Their quarterback position is...
Who knows?
In shambles, if you will. So, yeah, I'm going with Panthers. Baker Mayfield's got a chip on his shoulder. And we've already alluded to he's one of the swaggier guys, so he's going to look well, he's going to play well. And
shake and bake.
Yeah, I agree with you on there. So, Panthers.
49ers and the Bears. Who you got? Who you taking?
49ers and Bears. So, I know you're in on Trey, and, you know, apparently he's your guy. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking Fields is going to have like a look at me week 1, and he's going to go off for like 4 tutties. So, I'm going Bears.
49ers, me. Eagles in line. Oh, no. Steelers at the Bengals.
Steelers at the Bengals, man. If we're recapping what took place, was that last year with the helmet debacle? And with...
That was Browns. That was Garrett.
No, there was a... what's his name? In the preseason. The Bengals player got his helmet ripped off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, and that's a rival too. So,
yeah. So,
who you like that game?
I'm liking the Steelers.
Oh yeah.
Reason being, I'm gonna win. It's the Steelers, man. They always show out week 1. People know. You already said Mike Tomlin. He's not going to take any nonsense. Steeler Nation's going to be standing up for that one. Well, I got Steelers.
I'm taking Bengals, even though I thought they might be in a sophomore slump. But I don't think the Steelers will win 5 games this year. So. I believe the Bengals are going to easily walk all over them. Yeah.
Then Eagles and Lions.
Eagles and Lions. I'm taking the Eagles. Eagles.
I hate to agree with you on that one, man. I want to be, you know, devil's advocate, but not that silly to pick the Lions week 1, man. I think, like you said, they'll get a couple wins this year, but it's the Lions, and I'm not expecting much. They were on Hard Knocks for a reason. Cool coach and Dan Campbell. I loved him when he was a player on the Giants, but the Lions are going to be that at least we had fun team, you know, and not put up a lot of points. So
yeah, get my boy D Swift out of there.
Free Swift.
Colts and Texans. Who you like?
You know, I think Matty Ice coming to a new place, playing in a dome, even though I think they're on the road this week. The Texans playing in a dome too. So I think he'll be comfortable, you know, controlled climate. I actually see the Colts coming up top on this one.
Yeah, I'm picking the Colts too. I like my boy, a running back, to run for maybe 150 on them for real. He's a beast. He was a beast at Wisconsin, and he's a beast now.
And then Patriots and Dolphins.
Yeah.
Taking their talents to South Beach. It is in Miami, this game. You know, Patriots start season strong. You know, they're known for that. But they have also lost on the road to Miami a couple years in. So, new face in Tyreek. And the new duo between him and Tua, I'm a little iffy on it. So I'm going with Patriots week 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins that week. They're gonna be turned up in South Beach. I think that, with the new additions, it's a party city. They're gonna be turned up. I don't think the Patriots are ready for that humidity coming down in that heat, playing a 1 o'clock game. It's gonna be some cramps. Although I do think Devontae Parker will have a breakout game because he's coming to play against his old team. Ravens and Jets, I think I'm going to take Le MVP, Lamar. Le MVP, Jackson. They're going to annihilate the Jets.
Yeah, again, I want to be the devil's advocate, but I can't, man. It's the Jets. I'd be playing myself.
Yeah, they'll annihilate the Jets.
So yeah, we're going. I'm big score with that one too. Ravens, Lamar gonna probably put 2 on the ground, maybe 3 in the air.
Yeah,
he's gonna dance over them, and it's not gonna be pretty. Especially with the Jets have Joe Flacco starting because Wilson's out until week 4 or something. So yeah, the Jets kind of the same. Excited to see Sauce Gardner do his thing though. And then
Jags and Commanders, I'm taking Trevor Lawrence.
I'm going
Wentz, I can't. I like him as a person, great guy, but he turns the ball over. I don't like people who turn the ball over. I'm going with the Jags. Sorry.
I'm going with Washington. Not Lincoln Financial. FedEx Field gets turned regardless of their status. So I'm going with the home field advantage on this one, and Commanders are coming out strong. I think Carson, if he can get ahead of the injury bug, which he can never evade, if he can get ahead of it, he'll put up some numbers to a point where
I think Carson is healthy.
I know for now.
Saying he's healthy. He's always healthy. He's just that hit when he was with the Eagles and ACL. He's just never been the same since.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard to come back.
Giants and Titans.
We talked about that one earlier. Hear me out, bro. My heart's in one place and my head's in another. It's kind of like when your parents say they're not mad at you, they're just disappointed. I'm disappointed in the Giants, but I love them. But I also know how they start seasons off, and it's usually on the L. So I want to be staying corrected, but I'm going with the Titans week 1, bro.
Hey, this is a Giants fan, and he's picking the Titans week 1 against y'all. I got y'all. I'm going to go with the Giants. Let's go.
I'm a fan, but I'm also a realist.
Yeah, hey. Fan means fanatic. That means you don't think logically. He's thinking logically. So that I don't know if he's too much of a fan of the Giants, guys. I'm going with the Giants, though. Got you.
All right. Well, I would love to come in next week and be corrected and say, hey, you are the guru because the Giants won. So I'm with that, man. And then getting to Chiefs at the Cardinals, man. Patty Mahomes trying to bring his talents to the desert and turn the Cardinals into some tumbleweeds, bro. Who you got?
Chiefs all day.
Yeah.
No D-Hop.
No D-Hop.
No D-Hop. Pick the other team. Telling you.
The pressure on Kyler, that whole thing where they at first made him have an hour study time in his contract, and then they took that out. I don't know. I know they say the NFL is like your job, but assigning homework to just one person and not the rest, that's kind of unique. But you're going with Chiefs on that one. I think the Cards put up some exciting plays. They definitely like to, split the Red Sea or whatever they call it and rise up. But all for naught, I do see the Chiefs taking that one as well.
Raiders and Chargers. Who you got?
Battle of I was going to say Battle of Cali, but now the Raiders are in Vegas. So I think the Raiders with Devontae Adams, and Carr coming back. They love each other. They're a dynamic duo. I'm seeing them put up big numbers week 1. I see Adams going for 3 touchdowns.
Oh, okay. That's a good one right there. So Tate Adams, 3 touchdowns. That's what he thinks. I think the Raiders will have a great game. Derek Carr plays tremendous every time he steps on the field. In my opinion, he always throws the ball, just throwing it. But they don't really have a secondary. And I know that the Chargers have wide receivers, and the Chargers have a secondary, and the Chargers have a front 7. I'm picking the Chargers. Yes, Devontae Adams and Derek Carr are going to have a great game. Those two. But it's not a two-player sport.
It's not enough. All right, that's fair.
Need everybody. I'm taking the Chargers.
Taking the Chargers. They do got hopefully they rock the powder blues. Those are nice.
Packers at Vikings. Who you like right here?
You know, I try to, like I said, keep my personal feelings out of it. I'm not a big Aaron Rodgers guy, but I'm not a big Kirk Cousins guy either, though. So I'm thinking, the pattern I see with the Packers and Vikings. Packers tend to get the best of them. I got to go with newly paid Aaron Rodgers and the Packers taking that week 1.
Packers tend to get the best of them, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I think last 2 times Aaron Rodgers went to – I don't think he has a better record in that new Viking stadium. I think he's only won 1 time in that new stadium. I'm not sure. I have to double check, but I'm taking the Vikings because it's week 1. And Aaron Rodgers has a huge target on his back after the things he's done this offseason and last year, COVID nonsense, and now this. I believe that it will be the Vikings show week 1 this weekend. Bucks and Cowboys, who you like, Sunday Night Football.
Repeat of last year's Thursday night kickoff game. Mm-hmm. I don't think the Cowboys are the team that the fans think they are every year. This is our year. Yeah. They say that year after year. I definitely know this being a Yankees fan. The prime was in the 90s. I feel like they're still trying to ride that high. Guys, it's not happening. They're the Cowboys of the current, not the past. Mm-hmm. And with that, I don't have faith in Dak. I just don't. And ageless Brady has me thinking that he's going to play into his 80s. Mm-hmm. So I got the Bucks big against the Cowboys. I'm seeing like at least double their score, doubling up on them or something like that. I'm not going. I wouldn't say it's going to be a blowout, just because it's week 1. There's going to be so many mental errors on the field. But the Bucks are going to breeze through that game. It's not going to be like last week. Brady's not going to throw 3 picks off of drop passes. It won't happen. And Broncos at the Seahawks Monday night. I think we both can agree with this one. Yeah. Going with Broncos. Russ returning his face to a familiar place in, Quest Field in Seattle, man. The 12s are going to be rocking. But we do have jokes about Russ being a corny guy, but he is a winner.
Let's ride.
So imagine he's going to...
I don't think Russ corny, if we being honest. Let's get that out of the way, Russ.
I think he's swaggerless, but that's
Russ.
from my...
Hey, Russ, you unique, my brother. You're the only one doing what you doing.
You're a winner. Hey, he was
unique,
on the Yankees,
bro.
too.
You ain't corny.
I'm with it.
You ain't a square. You ain't none of that, man.
Hey, I'm a corny dude. I embody it. I'm with it, bro. It's not it's more of a familiarity thing. But nah, I'm with it, man. I think he's gonna put up crazy numbers and then have some little bit of assault for the post game interview and say something like, "Well, maybe that's why you should have kept me around," or he'll say something.
Nah. Yeah, he probably would though. He probably would.
Well, look what happens when I'm quarterback. Something like
I'm taking
direct.
Broncos big. It's gonna be like 31-3.
Yeah, he's gonna put up big numbers.
DK
man.
probably quit by halftime. DK probably quit by halftime. Pat Sir, he ain't gonna be with it.
Yeah, I mean, Broncos, Seahawks. The jokes were about the Super Bowl years ago. Different teams, different identities, and different presence. Seahawks are trying to fill the shoes of the guy that just left, and then the Broncos are trying to kind of confirm the guy that they just got is the guy that they just got, who has been to the mountaintop. And as far as the 1 yard line, throwing an interception, but we won't.
He's won too, though. He won.
Yeah, he's won one. Mm-hmm. He did. He won it in Giants Stadium, so shouts to him on that. But yeah, that is week 1 matchups for the Guru and the Guys weekly pick'em.
Yeah.
Make sure to tap in with us as we will get a website going for the weekly pick'em, so you guys can tune in and make your picks and see if you're smarter than the Guru or on pace with the guy. And super excited to get that going. But make sure to follow us on all socials: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok even, at Guru and Guy, one word, where we will provide continuous content on upcoming matchups, content you want to be covered from Jaelen or myself, or just some basic interactions. The door's always open, open door
first
policy.
one, first of many. Let's go.
He's the guru.
Slit, let's get it.
I'm the guy. We're in the books.
Y'all lucky we ain't got no champagne. We would have turned up in this. You know what I'm saying?
Seltzer water for now.
Yeah.
But for the Guru and the Guy, episode 1 is in the books. Catch us every week as we continue to bring you the NFL season through the lens of a guru and a guy. For now, we're in the books. We're out of here. But next week, come on back as we continue to bridge the gap.
Watch this.